Bonjour à tous and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are diving into part 2 of our French article series, the partitive articles. What are they, how do they work, and when do you use them? We are going to cover everything you need to know about these articles, so stay tuned. But first, make sure to check out part 1 on the definite and indefinite articles if you haven't already. They are the foundation you need to really understand today's topic. So without further ado, let's get started. Simply put, the partitive article is used to talk about an unspecified amount of something. Think of it as meaning some in English. To build it, you need the preposition de and a definite article to have these 4 different forms. De le, used before masculine singular noun starting with a consonant. De la, before feminine singular noun starting with a consonant. De l apostrophe, before masculine or feminine singular noun starting with a vowel or silent H. And finally, de les is for plural nouns, both masculine and feminine. However, de le and de les do not exist in French. They are always contracted to du and des. Pay attention. So here are the 4 partitive articles. Du, de la, de l apostrophe, and des. But how do you know when to use them? And are they really worth learning? Actually, yes, very. You will use partitive articles every day in those main situations. Food and drink, when you're talking about a portion of something. Materials and substances, like wood, paper, sand, etc. Abstract concepts, things you cannot physically hold, like luck or courage. And finally, activities, like music and sports. The key difference lies between partitive and definite articles. For example, j'aime le chocolat means I like chocolate in general. That's definite. But je mange du chocolat means I'm eating some chocolate right now. That's partitive. Here's a simple trick to remember when to use them. If you can answer the question how much, but you're not giving a specific number, then French probably uses a partitive article. Let's make this more concrete with some examples. Je mange du fromage. J'achète du pain à la boulangerie. Il joue du piano tous les jours. Pour cette recette, il faut de la farine et du lait. Je voudrais de la viande, s'il vous plaît. J'ai juste eu de la chance. Je bois de l'eau. Il y a de l'ail dans cette sauce. Il a de l'ambition. J'ai des idées pour notre prochain voyage. J'ai acheté des livres intéressants. Okay, so far it's pretty straightforward. Gender, number, and the first letter. But when are we not using regular partitive articles? After expressions of quantity, or in negative sentences, where in these cases the partitive articles just become de or des apostrophe. Let's break down these 2 situations. In negative sentences, partitive and often indefinite articles, as we saw in this video, usually change to de or des apostrophe. For example, je mange du pain. I'm eating bread. I'm eating some bread. Becomes je ne mange pas de pain. But this transformation also occurs after expressions of quantity. For example, beaucoup de pain. Un peu de fromage. Trop d'eau. Assez de légumes. For easier learning, I recommend to try to memorize these as a single unit. And that's it for today's lesson. Once you grasp the pattern, using partitive articles becomes automatic, as does knowing when to change to de or des apostrophe. If you are still unsure about some of them, you can rewatch the relevant section using the video chapters. And if you want to learn more about the French language, you can go watch these 2 videos on screen right now. And I will see you in the next one. À bientôt!